You know, one of the things I wanted to say is that, you know, I've had now what feels like a pretty good history with IYT. I wasn't one of the original members or anything like that, but I've been around or working with or enjoying IYT since 2011. And that's when I first joined. And we had a yoga therapy studio and a therapeutic training, 200-hour, 500-hour plus yoga therapy trainings. And my partner and I, Ann Maxwell, and I always felt like we were kind of out here in the world on our own until we found the community of IAYT, until we found other yoga therapists, like-minded people that were doing a different kind of work with yoga therapy. And so that's, you know, sort of my first initiation with IAYT. And then in 2013, I got to come to the Sitar conference in Boston, and I was hooked. I found people that I was speaking the same language with, that I really resonated with, that there was just something magical for me there personally. And then I got to go to the meeting of the schools, or a meeting of the schools type of a meeting, and they were talking about standards, and they were talking about the program, and they were talking about all these great things that were happening in yoga therapy world. Ann and I decided we needed to get an accredited program. We had had lots of, you know, work toward that already. So we were then put into the process of becoming an accredited program. We got accredited. We were one of the first 12 schools, which was pretty exciting for us and still is. I just hold that fact in my heart a lot of the times that we got to be on the forefront of some of that. After that accreditation experience, I was asked to join that committee, and I spent several years on that committee, and I learned a lot. I learned about accreditation because I didn't know a lot about it. I learned more about yoga therapy than I ever thought possible. Frankly, I learned about myself. I learned about the profession, and I learned more about IAYT and its processes. I got to be the accreditation manager for a while, or the chair of the accreditation committee for a while. That was really an interesting job, lots to do there. And then I went off of the committees for a while, took a little hiatus, and then just a couple of years ago got asked to be on the board, came on for about a year, and then was asked to come on as board president. And since then, we've been really working hard to evolve and to grow and to change IAYT into the organization for the future. It's always been future forward for yoga therapy. And I feel like we're just really continuing to do that. One person I want to credit a lot of that to also is Alyssa. You know, John Kepner was so wonderful in laying the ground for so much of what we do. And Alyssa Wustrel, now our ED, has been just instrumental in bringing us into the next era. So pretty excited about that. And we've done a lot of work around, you know, now we're going to be changing standards. We were looking at our business plans. We're really trying to bring in diversity, equity, inclusion, accessibility to yoga, which is really something that I am passionate about, even in my work with what I do here in Yoga North. So